What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Some tips for you today. Tip Tuesday, you guys. I wanted to share as I'm having a lot of conversation with a lot of people lately with different issues going on in their bodies. So that's what I do on a daily basis, you guys, and I love it. So I want to come on here on a daily basis. So if a conversation I'm having with them can definitely help you guys too. So happy Tuesday. If you are definitely hopping on live, if you're hopping on live, say hi. Let me know that you're here. And then, of course, if you're watching replay, comment replay below. I'm Angela Campbell. I love all things that have to do with health, fitness, business. Blessed to be able to work with people and helping them become healthier individuals, not only mentally, but physically, and a lot of times even financially on the business things we do. So, you guys, I wanted to share a lot of people. What's up, Charlie? How's it going? A lot of people that I talk to on a daily basis have different issues going on in their bodies. And I wanted to talk about 5 different areas of your body that they get extremely tight. Now this can be for those of you guys that work out and those of you guys that don't work out. You could be the avid runner. You could be the person that sits at the desk all day and doesn't work out at all. These areas of your body get extremely tight. So I wanted to talk about those today. And also I'm going to show you a few things that I call them toys, tools, whatever you want to call them, that I have here at my house that I use on a regular basis. That help me in those specific areas. So, again, definitely say hi if you're hopping on live. If you currently work out, say workout below. I'd love to see those that do. And if you don't work out, comment don't. Just the word don't below. I just love to see because, again, like I said, you guys can, if you sit at a desk all day, these areas are going to be same thing. They're going to be areas that are tight on you. And I'm going to share some tips. And I have a guide with some stretches and some foam rolling that I want to share with you guys. So if you need these and you need the guide, definitely comment guide below and I'll share with you. So here's one of the top ones, especially these of you guys, if you're a runner especially. I know this is the area of my body and my legs that get extremely tight every time I start running. And that's your IT bands. Okay, you guys, your number one area, or not maybe the number one, but it's one of the top. Your IT bands, you guys get crazy tight. What the heck is an IT band? You guys, it's that on the outside of your leg. You guys running from your hips to the side of your knees. You guys, I know I'm kind of, I can't really see my legs here. But you guys, your IT bands get crazy tight. That is one of the areas. And what does that do? I know for me personally, anytime that gets really tight, what does it do? It starts pulling on your hips. Okay, and then next thing you have the issues up in your hips, you have issues in your back. It also pulls on your knees. So a lot of times, I know for me personally, as my IT bands get tight, guess what it does? It pulls on the outside of my knees. So then I start having issues and pains there. So IT bands, you guys, is one of them. Definitely say hi if you're hopping on. Let me know you're here. If you can relate to this as well, like if you've had issues with your IT bands, comment just the number 1 below. We'll call that number 1. Because you guys, it's really super common, especially if you guys are runners. If you're starting having issues in your back or your hips, or your low back especially, your knees, think, when is the last time I actually foam rolled or stretch? So many people don't do it. So many of us, even at camp, a lot of times we'll go the full 60 minutes of working out and then everybody rushes off to world, right? Which, we need to incorporate a little bit more stretching, right? But you guys, you have to do some on your own time. That's what I wanted to really encourage you guys. Those of you guys that are working out with me with online personal training as well, we need to incorporate that. I'm going to help you guys work on a stretching plan too. Because you guys, your IT bands get ridiculously tight, especially if you're doing a lot of running, jumping, just moving around in general. Or if you're sitting at a desk all day, you guys, your entire body, especially the lower half, gets crazy tight. So I-bands is number 1. And I'm going to show you a few things that you can use. Hamstrings, you guys, hamstrings. How many of you guys have ever had a hamstring issue? Or your hamstrings are crazy tight? Or maybe you reach down for your toes and you can't reach your toes because your hamstrings are so crazy tight. Comment the number 2 below if you've ever had any issues in your hamstrings. Or maybe not even issues, you just notice they're tight. You guys, your hamstrings are a big deal. Your hamstrings attach to so many things and it all goes to the lower chain, you guys. Your hips, your knees, you name it, your back, all these things, you guys can be affected by tight hamstrings. There's so many basic stretches out there you guys can do for hamstrings, but you can also foam roll them. And again, I'm going to show you some tools that I have that I use. I'm a PVC pipe kind of person. If you foam roll, you guys down there below, tell me, do you? I do PVC pipe because I have to have some serious pressure. I have to have serious pressure on my entire body, or it doesn't really feel like it does a whole lot for me. Some people, that's a little too much. So here's another foam roller too. You guys, totally dropped it. Here's one of the soft and squishy ones though. This one's my husband's because he likes this one better. The PVC pipe might be a little, yeah, might be a little too hard for some people. So yeah, that's okay, Rebecca. Like I'm the same way. Like all of these are very common things to get tight. Here's a number one. Third, glutes. You have issues. Your glutes get super tight, right? Your glutes, again, what are they attached to? They're attached to your back, you guys. A lot of people who have back issues, think about it. Are you tight? Are you tight in certain areas? It doesn't necessarily mean you hurt something or you have something going on that's wrong. You just might be extremely tight and need to work on your body. So glutes is another area. Perineals, you guys. Here's perineals. This is number 4. What the heck is that, right? It's on the outside of your calf muscle. So think on the outside of your knee, and that runs on the outside and goes all the way down to your ankle. That's called your perineals. I'll tell you a story about that for me. When I was getting into running a lot, there for a while. It's been years. It's been before kids. But I was running a lot, and especially I was running on the treadmill. Well, what I didn't realize is I was running on the outside of my feet. So if you don't have good shoes and you're someone who's doing a lot of running, you need to go get good shoes. Go somewhere, Luke's Locker. There's so many places out there that will actually watch you in their shoes, see what your gait is like, see how you walk on your feet and give you the best pair of shoes or the insoles that's going to help you. But you guys, what was happening to me is I was running on the outside of my feet. Next thing you knew, I was getting a pain like in the middle of my foot. It was in the middle of my foot, and I started feeling, oh my gosh, I stress fractured my foot. I'm going to be out for XYZ amount of time. This was before I became like religious on foam rolling, even though I've kind of fallen off a little bit myself. Let's be real. I got to get back on track too. But some really good friends at the gym that I worked out then just really started guiding me on this. And so I've learned through experience too, you guys. I just started foam rolling my IT bands. As well as going all the way down my leg on the outside of my calf to my perineals. And over time, it took a couple weeks to really loosen up where I needed to be, and that pain went away. It happened to be just things were super tight and pulling on different things in my feet, you guys. So perineals is a different area. And again, if you're not familiar with foam rolling, I have some guides that I can totally send you. So just comment guide below, I'll send it to you. Another one is your hip flexors. Here's number 5. So number 4 is perineals. If you've ever had issues there, comment it. Number 4 and number 5 is hip flexors. This is everybody, you guys. Everybody should be dropping a 5 in here below. Your hip flexors are one of the most used muscles on a daily basis because yes, we use them when we run. We use them when we squat. We use them when we jump. We use them when we do flutter kicks. So you're on the ground on your back and your legs are fluttering, right? We use them in almost everything we do. You guys sitting down in a chair. You sit down and you stand up on a daily basis, right? Some of us more than others because we sit at a desk, right? You sit, let's be real, every time you go to the bathroom, right? You gotta sit. Well, you know, maybe guys, maybe not every time. We'll be real there. But every time you sit, right? Every time you drive your car. If you're like me, I sit a lot of times in the rocker in the baby room because I'm rocking the baby to sleep. You guys, so many things. Your hip flexors are engaged in all of those movements, you guys. Hip flexors are probably one of the top and probably the one of the most underrated. But you guys, they pull. You guys, they get super tight. They're going to pull on so many things. And if your hip joints are out of place, next thing your back's out of place, next thing your shoulders are out of place. So many issues can be happening from just your body being tight and then pulling on certain things that cause other areas to be overcompensated for, which guys, a lot of times we think we're injured and a lot of times it could just be simply, you need to stretch and take care of your body and hydrate. I had a video about that one yesterday and the day before and a couple other things. That's a whole nother video, but you gotta hydrate too, you guys. Hydrating is gonna also take care of this. It's gonna help you too. But you guys, listen, some of the most common areas, I have having a conversation with a couple people today, whether they're having back issues, knee issues, quad issues, you name it, a lot of it boils down to just specifically, you're not taking care of your body, right? So foam roll, you guys, again, if you need a guide, comment guide below. I have one, and I've got my top 5 of these areas that I'm talking about today circled, so you can start foam rolling those. It doesn't take a lot of time, you guys. Like I said, this is one version of a foam roller, you guys. You can literally get this. I mean, you can go to any of the sporting goods stores. Walmart actually has some. Go to Amazon. You name it. The Luke's Locker, all the stores have them. Or you can go to Lowe's. You can go to Home Depot and get one of these. This is the one I use, you guys, because I have to have a lot of pressure. I think I might have spent $3, maybe $5 on this one right here. Super cheap. They'll cut it for you, whatever size you need. You can even get the skinnier ones. Here's another one, you guys. A little ball. You guys, this is a hard. You guys, tennis balls you can kind of use are not quite as hard. So get these again at any sporting goods store, you guys. And this is really good. You can do this on your glutes. You can literally sit on it. Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Foam rolling doesn't necessarily feel that great. If you agree with me and it hurts, comment the word hurts below, you guys, because foam rolling can hurt. But it's in a good way. You've got to roll around and find those areas that are a little bit more tender, and then breathe through it like you're having a baby, like literally, like breathe through it, because it's gonna hurt. But again, don't do it so much or like you're crying and you're bruised. Some people bruise. Lori, if you watch this video, you'll know I'm talking about you. We foam rolled and she bruised really easy. So she knows what I'm talking about. But you guys, these little I can't even remember the freaking name of the ball here. But you can get these, you guys. They've got a little bit of give to them, but not a whole lot. These you can sit on your glutes. Guys, you can even put them right here on your shoulder and roll up against the wall. Like if you sit at a desk, especially, my traps get insane tight all the time. So I use one of these. Or, this is when a lot of people are like, what the heck is that? A lacrosse ball. Thank you, Jeanette. I was like, oh my gosh, I lost the train of thought. What the heck is this called? Yeah, lacrosse ball. And then this little cane looking thing, you guys, amazing. If you have issues in your traps, you guys, like literally put it here, hold it. It's crazy. Obviously, if you can go get a massage a few times a week, amazing. Not everybody can do that time-wise or pocketbook-wise, you guys. So these are some tips, you guys, that can help you. So IT bands, you guys, number 1, if you have issues with it, comment 1, hamstrings, 2, glutes, number 3, perineals, number 4, hip flexors, number 5. You guys, there's stretches as well as these foam rolling that I can share, because I feel like it's something we all constantly, and I'm guilty of this too, we're all constantly go. I want to go beast mode. I got to get my workout in. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then you're like, for me, like my time is so limited because right now the baby's sleeping, thank goodness. And this is normally when I'd work out, but I have to run something to my husband across town. So I opted to, I have to miss that today to do that, but it's okay. It's totally worth it. But you guys, we go and get to the last second, and then we rush off to life. We rush off to be with our kids, to get them to school or whatever it is that you got going on, or your job, obviously. And then we forget to take care of our body and stretch. So I know for me, one of the best times to stretch, you guys, is in front of the TV with the kids. Like, yes, a lot of times they're crawling all over me, but I'm still getting it in. They're helping me actually add pressure. 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. You guys, a little bit will go a really long way. And if you're currently feeling issues in your knees, your calves, you guys, is another area, especially if you guys are running or jumping and do all these things a lot. If you're feeling issues and your feet are starting to hurt, your knees are starting to hurt, your hips are starting to hurt, your low back is starting to hurt, and then next thing you know, what? It moves all the way up into your shoulders, and that's a whole nother ball game. You can foam roll your upper body too. That'll take another video, maybe eventually, right? But you guys, I can't stress to you enough, take care of your bodies. It's not just getting your workout in. You also need the rest. You need to hydrate. You need the food, but you also need the stretching, and the foam rolling, like I said, is something that I truly believe in. I've seen it. I've experienced the difference that it made in my body, and the people that are really starting to actually do it are experiencing so many different things too. So that's all I got, you guys. I wanted to come on here and share those tips. If you got value, definitely drop some hearts below, or share it, or tag somebody that needs to hear it too. And you guys, so there's the tips for today, Tip Tuesday. We'll call it hashtag Tip Tuesday, right? And that's all I got, you guys. So see you on the next one. Happy Tuesday, and we'll see you on the next one.